I'm your guide, and I'm here to help you increase your mobility, flexibility, and strength to give you that athletic edge with little tweaks that can make a huge difference in your performance and whatever sport you do, running, cycling, climbing, whatever it is. So let's get to it. Hamstrings can really interfere with our sports performance. So we're going to take care of that right now. We're going to work on a little bit of a drill to help you get those hamstrings to loosen up a little bit, wake up with engagement. So what you will need is a yoga mat or something along those lines. And I do recommend blocks. You can try books. So what we're going to focus on is just creating length. So starting in hands and knees, and take one leg forward. Now, the leg is straight and you're going to have the foot dorsiflex. So you're going to press the heel. Before we get into the position, I just want you to see how it feels just to hold this pose. What does it feel like? Are you feeling resistance? Are you feeling the tension? Even just with your upper body coming forward, does it feel better to be like this? Because the more your upper body comes forward, the more you're weight bearing. So just take note of that. Well, these will be like little litmus tests. Okay, so we're starting here. Now I'm going to lower the blocks and pay attention to the idea of you're going to hinge from the hip. So you don't want to take the lower back and round it, tucking the tailbone. You want to think about sticking your butt out. This is an anterior pelvic tilt, and it's going to give you more length and protect your lower back. However, it's also going to help you with the hamstring. I want you to focus on the meaty part of your hamstring, like the middle part. Now, keeping the leg dorsiflexed, the foot dorsiflexed, all we're going to do, and do your best to have the hip over the knee. You don't have to have it too much, but it will give you a little bit more support. Now, from here, all you're going to do is press down and slowly pull the hip back, and you should feel engagement and a stretch into the hamstring. You might even feel it toward the calf. And then bring the hip forward. So we're just going to oscillate the hip back and forward. And again, make sure you're not rounding your back, rounding your spine. You want to think of that, sticking the butt out, that anterior pelvic tilt. And straight arms, your chest is reaching forward so you're not collapsing in your shoulders. Good body mechanics to help you facilitate what we're trying to do. So one more time, pull the hip back, press through the heel, feel it in the hamstring, and then pull it forward. Now, let's just check in a little bit. Walk the blocks forward and slide the legs forward, the leg forward, and see how does that feel just to be in this pose from when you started. Now, slide back and let's switch sides. Step the other leg out, dorsiflex the foot. And again, just pause to see how this position feels. Does it feel tighter on this side? Does it feel more open? Does your spine start to round automatically? And again, we want that sticking out the butt kind of idea, that anterior pelvic tilt. And then from here, the chest reaching forward. Try and keep the blocks, like I said earlier, underneath your shoulders. Press through the heel, and again, pull the hip back, and then pull it forward. And you might have to adjust the length because each side is a little bit different. Pull it back and forward, back and forward. One more, back and forward. And then again, check in. Slide it forward, see how it feels, lift your chest. You can also test, I'm going to show you another idea. You can test lowering the blocks and then bending the elbows. You're adding more weight over your leg. And you're energetically pulling that hip back, that front hip back. And yes, you can feel it more this way. Okay, so check in, see how this feels from one side to the other. Did it make a difference from what you initially started? Did your hamstrings feel a little bit more open where you can go into a forward fold? Comment below and just let me know if this was helpful or if you needed more guidance. Now remember, I'm here to help you increase your mobility, your flexibility, and your strength to give you that athletic edge. Making little tweaks can make a huge difference in your performance in whatever sport you do. I'll see you next time.